I don't like fighters who talk too much.
I told you I'm too slick for them tricks.
No special training, just be at the fight. I'm ready to back up everything I'm saying, and I'm through talking.
This poem tells how it feels to be as great as me. This is it, the greatest short poem of all time. Me, wee.
I attract people in a way that no other athlete has ever done.
Why do you fight people who are quite obviously not in your class?
For example, who?
Well, let me put an even better question to you. Do you mean?
See him get off of that?
No.
Oh well, let me put it another way.
Well, Ali is asking for it. Stokes is trying to give it to him.
He just kept throwing and throwing and throwing, ran out of gas, or what you all call it, petrol, and there wasn't a station around nowhere.
The man to beat me haven't been born yet.
I got to admire this man to be where he is today, to have went as long as he did and as good as he did, plus knocking me down, to get his ranking with no style.
Frazier now as he's got Ali on the rope. Ali with the rope-a-dope.
That word is a man to beat him and talk to him.
And at times, this has the tendency to weaken you. And so in later rounds or in other rounds, you will soon see.
Taunting her. About to go to round 10. Somebody told me George Foreman was awful strong. I said he should try Ban Roll-On. That's the deodorant.
Let me go. From the time the punch started to where it landed, it was 4/100ths of a second, which is an eye blink. Like a camera flash, that's 400ths of a second. Now, the minute I hit Sonny Liston, all of those people blinked at that moment. That's why they didn't see the punch. I swear. Now, if you watch the film close, you gotta hold your eyes real close and keep looking about that. When I said, all right, I'm getting ready to hit him, you can't just, you got to hold your eyes and wait, or you won't see it, man.
I would box him, and I would arm wrestle him and see if I could beat him.
What else?
I don't,
You were an arm wrestler?
yes.
I'm the greatest fighter of all time. Who am I?
Muhammad
All
Ali.
right, what's happening? Give me a shake. Give me 5. We'll give you 30, but your face is too dirty. I'll show you what I was doing. I was in the corner. Come on, backwards. Yeah, I was in the corner jabbing. Boy, he's one of the good.
And that was it.
Yeah, man, fast. He hit me so fast, he hit me before God got the news.
If you don't mind me asking you, Sister, what happened to your 2 fingers? And she said,
If my whole trip to England was just for that, it was worthwhile.
Our main event will go this handsome trophy donated by His Excellency Ferdinand E. Marshall.
A lot of faults.
Like what? What's the worst?
I can't tell you my worst fault because I'm married. You figure it out.
but you know why they say that. I mean, it's for the best possible reasons, though.
They fear and they are wary. It looks dangerous to them.
That's
but
right.
It's not really that dangerous to me.
Yeah, and it's
just another day.
And it's the affection they have for you. They've never felt about another boxer like they felt about you.
Oh, that's so nice.
And take a look in the gym.
Look,
like
Joe, you and I on TV at the same time.
I have a lot of more than stuff, you know.
I go for a lot of more than stuff. Real fancy stuff.
I saw in a paper, actually, this week that you've been voted Sports Personality of the World. Does that surprise you?
Yes, I do, because of the world. That's a big thing to be, you know, the #1 man in the world. And all I had to do was to go out and beat a man who had no skill, no class. Seriously, the man had no skill. I don't know why the world is so foolish to believe in him and think that I wasn't going to win. He only beat Joe Frazier, who was fat and off that night. He fought Ken Norton, a fellow who was frightened, fought me, but they wouldn't fight him. Joe King Roman, the Puerto Rican champion in Japan, who had no skill. He's never been over 5 rounds in the past 10 years. The man fights like a woman. He's wild, no class, no science, and ugly, and I just don't know why they think I'm so great now because I beat George Foreman. He wasn't nothing, no way. They underestimated him. I tried to tell you he wasn't nothing. So now they rank me the best athlete in the world. I mean, I would say that if they would say overall that I've done, if they're saying since I've been in the ring, I would say they're right. But I don't think just over winning that fight, they should make me the man of the year. When Hank Aaron, I think, should be people like him.
But you can't put down Foreman like that, you know, can you, Muhammad?
Because, I did put him down.
Well,
in the history of America, you just love to see 2 colored folks beat up each other. He ain't agitating, trying to get us fight. We gonna fight. You don't have to agitate. The rumble is on. We don't get along, so we gonna get it on. And he thinks he's the best, so he's gonna jump in my chest. So you don't have to try to agitate and push it on no farther unless you want us to start now, and you might get hit in the middle.
Patterson's body is suing his legs for non-support.
And I said to myself, the champion of the whole world can whoop every man in Russia, every man in America, every man in China, every man in Japan, every man in Europe, every man in America. The champion of the whole world. It sounded big then. So I kept working until I did it.
And I would, Oh! Oh! Where did you come from?
Where I come from?
I mean, did you just walk in the door?
No, I was out there on the streets and somebody said they want to meet me, and I just got powers like him.
Oh, what?
So what are you trying to say?
well, what I'm saying is that there are 3...
Can you box?
No,
Have you ever boxed?
No.
Well, why do you know so much about boxing? You got a good television. You have a good television show, and you good script man. But won't you stay out the ring?
Listen, if you applied that to everybody, nobody would go and watch you fight. I mean, is it necessary for me to watch you and admire you?
No, they come to watch me fight because they don't know how to fight, and they never could be fighters. They admit and they submit to the best, and they come to see you. Now, you're an expert on it.
No,
they don't all try to be experts on boxing. You know about the number 10th man, the number 4th man, the number 3rd man, and all of this and the gap and all of that. You've never been in the ring. It's hard. It's not easy. The man is ranked number 4 in the world. You trying to tell me he don't deserve that spot at being number 4? You trying to tell me he can't beat the number 10th man?
What I'm saying is he can't beat number 3, 2, and 1. That's what I'm saying.
Well, so that's right. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Well, but if
he's not such a bad man. I'm the champion and can't none of them beat me. That don't mean they're nothing. He's the number 4th man. He's young. He's getting better and better. A few years ago, Buckner was a kid coming around the gymnasium sparring with me. All of a sudden, now Buckner's the 4th ranked man in the world. Hell, I'm getting old. I might soon drop out. George and Frazier took a heck of a pound, and he can't take that much more. Foreman might just get disgusted and quit from what I'm hearing. Buckner might soon be the next man, ranked number 2, and then for a title shot. We don't never know. Let him grow. You won't let the man even grow. Who, have you always been on this television show? You was a little old hustler running around before you came up here one day. Now look at you. So somebody told you. So somebody told you. listen, I told. Didn't anybody tell you you'll never be nothing, and you're not as good as David Susskind, or you're not as good as Eamon Andrews, or you can't make it like Harry Carpenter? Anybody ever tell you that? Now look at you. You about #1 man around here, but you had to work up. You destroying the man and talking about him and taking down for it. But see, people like you are good. It's people like you that make Joe Bugner train hard. Because one day, curly-haired, handsome Joe Bugner is going to be the champion, and you're going to be Joe, but you come on my show.
I'm not going to argue with you.
You're not as dumb as you look.
15 times I have told the clowns the exact round they were going down.
What's your prediction for your next fight, please?
There's a nice Geordie voice for you.
My prediction for the next fight is I'll be there.
Wasn't I right?
I didn't realize you were so tall. I'm looking for a good sparring partner.
Oh, yeah?
I've been all over the country. I can't pay a chump to get in the ring with me.
Well,
Sonny Liston is somewhere training, and I'm out trying to find help and can't do it. I'm so bad.
Oh, I feel so good. I'll pray tonight, and God will bless me, I hope, because I done a good deed today. I done sacrificed all my wealth, all my fame, said what I want to say in a strange land, going back to a worse land, and don't give a damn.
How do you watch television?
No television. I'll go over in my kitchen to watch television.
What do you watch?
I watch the Johnny Carson show mostly. They cabinet show sometimes. Carton, who's got the most color guests on?
These ladies, you want me to walk out there with my women half naked before all of these men with all kind of nasty thoughts on their mind, with her breasts out, her behind out, with nothing on but a tight G-string almost, carry me to the ring? I said, I won't do an exhibition tonight. I'm walking on myself. I'm not going to be guilty for carrying my women before the world naked, parading them before people. I said, the damn exhibition's off. Joe Frazier said, hell, that's you, man. Come on, baby. And he went on out with his women. So I'll beat his behind for that.
I hate to come all this way and not ask a question. What happens if you lose to all that stuff you've got?
Next question.
Joe Frazier's so ugly, his face should be donated to the Bureau of Wildlife.
What's the point of insulting each other, though? I mean, you insult everybody you fight.
What's the point of insulting each other?
That's right.
The garden is sold out, that's why.
Joe Frazier came out with his head in range. He's slow. He don't know how to lean back like I do. He don't know how to move. He got hit, and he don't have enough common sense to say, I'm hit. I better back up. He don't back up. He get knocked down. He don't have enough sense to say, millions of dollars involved, my heavyweight title, I'm a little draggy. It's easier to get knocked down again. I need about 20 seconds to cool off. They can't think that much. So right away, he get right up, and instead of retreating, he runs into another one. He get knocked down. He don't realize, I'm lucky. I got knocked down twice. I'm getting a third chance.
Cassius, do you think you're boastful?
No, I'm very modest.
I'm the prettiest sight in the ring today. That's my label.
Would you have been so great if you hadn't have been so pretty?
This is really something. This is going too far. You're so pretty.
Well, you said it yourself.
No, I just say that to make people mad. They come to see me get beat up, but I don't really think I'm pretty. I know I'm pretty.
And a lot of people are saying that I'm not in shape for my fights. But, like, how much more shape do I have to be in? I'm still unscratched. I'm prettier than you, and you're a sports announcer. I know I'm prettier than you. If you look at me and look at you, I look better than you.
And I had about 9 fights in the Navy.
Is that right? Well, you must have been pretty good, because I don't see no marks on you. Nothing.
Well, I don't see many marks on you either.
Well, I am pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not conceited, I'm just convinced. Harry, listen, I'm so modest, I can admit my own fault. And my only fault is I don't realize how great I really am.
If I had never heard of you, I would not know that you were a fighter. There's no cauliflower ears. I don't see a scar on the face.
I know.
So,
All I do is just do what I have to do and get paid, and that's it.
It's been written and written that you're dead broke. Is that true?
Dead broke. Broke wow.
No money.
No money. That don't make no sense.
You know something? If I had a lower IQ, I could enjoy this conversation.
My thinking is so superior, and my knowledge is so positive, and my logic is so wise until it clashes with their mentality, which is down here, and I'm up there. So by me being so high, I can see more and see farther than you. And you're looking up at me saying, Ali, don't do it. Don't do it. Ali, please stop, make it hurt.
Say, Jim,
You think I could ever float like a butterfly? Damn.
Well,
Sting like a bee?
well, you got the butterfly part down, Brother Michael, and you sing real sweet to complete the cycle. But before you can sting people out of their wits, you got to put on some meat and keep on eating your grits.
Man, you cold, man.
Right? I know it.
He preaches against materialism, but fills his garage with a Rolls Royce, a new Cadillac, a new Lincoln, a new camper.
2 Rolls Royces.
2 Rolls Royces.
And all of a sudden, he's one of the greatest of all times. I said, you all are wrong. This man is nothing. I'm the greatest of all times.
You are intelligent. When they told me I had to come do your show, see, you're not as dumb as you look.
Listen, look, Joe Frazier, I wasn't in shape when I fought Frazier, many of them said. I was off 3 years. But yet it was Joe Frazier who had to be under intensive care for 1 month. When I fought Mac Foster, I was 226. They say the heaviest of my career. Mac Foster the other day just got out of the hospital in Japan. They wouldn't let him leave the country. Everybody I'm fighting lately is ending up in the hospitals. I'm unscratched, I'm unmarked, I'm overweight, I'm fat, but yet I'm always winning. And what if I get in shape, it'll be a murder, wouldn't it?
Got the world thinking I'm fat, but I'm ready. I'm gonna dance. That's right. Yeah. I'm gonna dance. That's right.
You call Fraser all kinds of awful things. You call him a dumb nigger. You say you got
I didn't say that.
Well, you said something like that.
You said that.
No, you said something like that.
You called me a nigger.
You're a public figure, and you're one of those public figures who...
Did you say nigger?
No, I said a public figure.
I thought you said you're a public nigger.
You notice he put in his...
He's a racist. Call me a nigger.
If I ever met Muhammad Ali, I tell him my sister's a real big fan of yours, and we always, and she always pretends that she's Muhammad Ali, and she really likes him a lot, and I tell him I wish he.
What you gonna tell me now, boy?
You are Muhammad Ali. You want to meet my sister?
You do have money.
Do you have money?
Yes.
Well, if you got it, I got it. I made 10 times more than you.
Boxing means nothing when look, when you're talking to Muhammad Ali, you're not talking to just a boxer.
Well, I know you want
we can talk to things more interesting than boxing.
Anything, but I know Mohammed wants to ask you a question, Mohammed.
It wasn't entirely about boxing, actually, Mohammed.
That's what I know. That's what I was trying to tell you. See?
You made fun of the color of my skin.
No, you know I didn't make fun of the color of your skin. I just told you you have the complexion and the connection to get the protection.
So I'm now seriously working for my people. That's all. I don't expect you to feel like I do. I don't feel about your people like you do. It's not nature.
The question still figures. Would you fight in a country to which you were politically opposed? Say one which had a very unattractive attitude towards the black man.
Oh, like America?
Why are you so obsessed with our color? I have a feeling you have a little white jockey out in front of your house with that.
Right.
And I always ask my mother, I said, Mother, how come that everything white? I said, why is Jesus white with blonde and blue eyes? Why does the Lord suffer all white men? Angels are white, Pope and Mary and even the angels. I said, Mother, when we die, do we go to heaven? She said, naturally we go to heaven. I said, well, what happened to all the black angels when they took the picture?
Something that's...
Don't point at me.
Sorry. it's something that...
See, we black folks don't like white folks pointing at us.
But it's all right for you to point at me. But they... But why do you say that? I mean, do you mean that?
Say what?
You black folks don't like white folks?
No, I'm joking.
You're joking. Okay, that's good. Sounds like...
What about South Africa? Supposing you had a massive offer, say $20 million to fight Joe Bugner in South Africa.
I'll go to South Africa for nothing. So on the conditions how I go. I'm not going to be with no white people. I admire them for wanting to stay white, and I want to stay black.
And I'm sure no intelligent white person watching this show, or no intelligent white man in his or her right white mind want black boys and black girls marrying their white sons and daughters and in return introducing their grandchildren as half-brown, kinky-haired black people.
I wouldn't object to that.
Well, you wouldn't, but a lot of them would.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people. No, this is the point.
What I'm trying to say is this. You don't have it. You say you don't, but you don't have it. You really ain't gonna have it. You on the show, and you got to say that. But
that's not true.
Why would you want to do that?
Hey, how you gonna teach old dog new tricks? How you gonna learn some new tricks?
You call him an old dog. Well,
no, you are still agitating. I didn't say that.
No, he called you. I heard it. Didn't he say it?
What you mean a dog? You didn't call me a dog. You say you can't teach
He
dogs.
said an old dog, new tricks. He calls you a bear half the time. He told me at the camp that you sleep with a teddy bear in your bed. Now, I don't make these things up, you know.
That's what he said.
This guy tells me this.
Let's be friends for 1 minute just to get him.
No, come on. Please, come on. No, come on. No. This is my good...
Let's show him something.
Oh, what?
Let's show him something.
What time is it? It's,
Let me tell you something.
Oh, no!
Let me tell you something.
I will. Wait, can I say something?
Let me tell you something.
I must tell you.
I want to tell you one thing. All of the brothers out there watching television, I don't care how mad y'all at each other, when it's come to one of these fellas trying to divide us, we must unite.
Oh,
Didn't they? They said I didn't have a punch. Didn't they say I didn't have a punch? They told me, that's right. They told me I didn't have a punch. Or nothing. He don't know what I'll do. He's scared.
I didn't know he was so ugly.
We all together.
Society's made us different.
No, not society. God made us different.
No, we're just human beings. He made all of us.
We all, listen, bluebirds fly with bluebirds, red birds want to be with red birds. Listen, tell me when I'm wrong. Pigeons want to be with pigeons. Tell me when I'm wrong. We should have more. They don't have intelligence, but yet they stay together. We should have more intelligence than them, right?
But Elijah Muhammad has been on record, and you must have been asked this many times, as saying that white men are devils. You don't believe that, do you?
Yeah, I believe everything he preached.
Yeah. Was it your fault? No, I like to fight. Fighting is the only way I can make a living. You know, if I don't get no fights, then I can't eat. How about the winner of tonight's fight between Corey and Schaefer? I think that's a probability that I'll be fighting one of those guys. Good luck, George. Thank you. Thank you.
Every time you open your mouth, you should be arrested for air pollution.
I worry more about airplanes than I do boxing. I mean, I never worry about the fight. I worry about the flight.
I don't like airplanes. I'm in them all the time, though. I can say I can't stand flying, but I fly more than anybody.
I'll tell you what I really fear. I fear airplanes.
Join the club, I do, too.
And like when flight's all right and smooth, I'm all right. I'm still thinking, what if an engine blew up? What if the fool's got a bum on it? I mean, all of these, I look at I go through the cockpit and look at all these things they're messing with. And I say, what if one thing is just off? And we're between America and England over the ocean. I said, where would we land? Even if he don't blow up and he don't crash, where will we land? And when we land, will I be able to get my life wrapped out? Then when I get it out, how long will it be before they find us? Because it's night. You know. Yeah. And then will a shark come and bust the thing? And all this goes through my mind. Let's see, so I've been on a lot of planes that hit thunderstorms where the pilot says, ladies and gentlemen, we've tried to get around it, but we can't. It's going to be kind of rough. And when the pilot says that, it's going to be bad, but it's just going to be rough. And the plane starts to fall and it's swinging, and you see the wings look like it's going to break, and it's lightning and thundering, and you say to yourself, boy, well, I could have took a train, I could have...
Like airplane pilots, they have a worse job than me.
Yeah.
You know, flying through them thunderstorms and big old jets, and one thing go wrong, it explode. I mean, like car racers riding that thing at 200 miles an hour, all that iron and steel blowing up and burning up. It happens in England. It happens horse races, ice hockey, football. More die in football than boxing. So you just figured it never happened to you. I'm sure the people who are now watching this show, I hate to say it, but next week when your show come on or whenever it comes on, a lot of those people are going to be dead. But it's in this.
Don't you never hit me back again. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, are we on television?
Yeah, we're on television.
Oh, man, we're on television.
Just before the fight, they had an interview. And in the interview, they were both...
My name is Muhammad Ali. I am the champion. I am the greatest. I will whoop him. I can't lose. And I'm always here to prove I am the greatest. And what you gonna say about that?
You know that fight that you had about that, with that white man with the mustache, and you knocked him down at the
Chuck
end?
Webner, yeah.
Yeah, I think that. And you were fighting with him before they had an interview. And you were fighting with him before the thing happened. And you said to him, no, he said to you, I'm going to mess up your pretty face.
That's what he said.
Right. And then
And my pretty face is not messed up though, is it?
And then you said, when you get into
What are you
boxing,
afraid of? What did I say? When you get into what?
You said, when you get into that ring, you're going to be asking yourself, why are you here?
Why are you here? How did I get into trouble? All those people looking at me at the other side will put fear in the man.
Right, well, I think that
What do you
sometimes
think?
you have to have confidence.
What are you telling me? I have too much?
No, I think that sometimes you do use, and you say that, like, say, I am going to beat him, you know, but it's better than saying, oh, I think I'm going to lose.
But
Because-
I do beat him.
Right.
Let's go talk.
Well, number one, he's too ugly to be the world heavyweight champion.
Age doesn't matter in nobody's
I'm not
case.
saying you
All right?
old.
All right.
I'm not saying you gonna your age.
I'm gonna be out there every second smoking, Jack. Every second.
You gonna be smoking, and I ain't gonna be joking.
children,
I'm gonna
I'll
be
be out
packing
there
and a
with you
poking,
every
pouring water on
time.
your smoking.
You can't out.
And this might shock,
Don't never die.
this might shock
It
and
always
amaze you,
does.
but I'm gonna retire Joe Frazier.
No.
Let me tell you something, boy. Somebody told me you got. I said, Roy.
Cassius Clay, yes.
Why do you want to say Cassius Clay when Howard
Yes.
Cosell and everybody is calling you Muhammad Ali? Then why you got to be the one of all people whose color to keep saying Cassius Clay?
Howard Cosell is not the one who's going to fight you. I am.
You're making it really hard on yourself now.
Well,
Why don't you keep the thing in the sport angle? Why don't you call me my name, man?
well, what's your name? You told me your name was Cassius Clay a
I
few
never
years ago.
told you my name was Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali, and you will announce it right there in the center of that ring after the fight if you don't do it now.
He says, you're Cassius Clay. I'm not calling you Muhammad Ali, and you're going to stay Cassius Clay. I said, you going to call me Muhammad Ali, sucker? And during the fight, I kept saying, what's my name? And then I tell you, you're going to call me my name. I said, what's my name? He said, Cassius Clay. Your name is Cassius Clay. I kept hitting him. I said, what's my? He kept saying, Cassius Clay. And by round 7, I said, what's my name? He said, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali.
I'll tell you something we haven't mentioned here. During that film, you distinctly, well, there was reference to your calling him Clay. And you know, we all know how
He just says
that
that to agitate me.
angers
He's a nice man. He say that because it used to make me mad, but it don't no more.
Oh, doesn't
See,
it?
the press, now everybody calls me Ali. The press call me Ali. You call me Ali. The Ku Klux Klan even called me Ali.
That you over the years have given them thrills and entertainment and
Thank you.
fun and pleasure, and we're very grateful for
Thank
it.
you. Do you pay me for this show?
I asked how much money was I getting, you know, for taking up all my time. You know, I used to get a little paid for this. And they said, you don't, your budget's kind of low and you don't pay too much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see 5 seconds in the life of a kid he'll never forget, mixing it up with the champ. How about that?
Are you scared?
I thought you had more intelligence.
They're trying to do the Ali Shuffle.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the regular dance that I use just before the shuffle. I'm moving and I'm moving and I'm jumping around, and just before you know it, that's how we shuffle from the side view. See, that's the side view. And then this is
That sounds silly. That's another crazy question. Everybody know he's gonna have on gloves like me.
All right, then, but why
He's
you
talking
make
like
a
that's
statement like
another
that?
point.
Can I ask you a
What
question?
am I gonna have on? Okay, you
Oh,
prove it.
you
You have on
said-
gloves like
fighting me. We always have on the same. All right, we just get on now. We ain't got to be. No. You can get hurt. You'll hurt your hand or something. You will. You can hurt yourself. We ain't got to be. Get in there, Michael. Get. You're coming very close. Watch it. Watch it. No, your trainers are fading.
Sucker talks too much. I don't like fighters. I don't like fighters who talk too much. Come on, man. Come on, throw some punches. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, man. You've been agitating ever since we've been here.
That fella's too ugly to be the world's heavyweight champ.
And the white girl was supposed to be on my side.
Yeah.
And somehow it was switched around. And he said he had to go in Harlem, so he didn't want the white girl on his side. So I'll take the white girl, and he take the black girl. And somehow the game got the other way, and the white girl knocked out 2 marbles one time. It was his partner.
You said?
Yeah, that was his partner.
That didn't make no sense. Whatever he said, that wasn't nothing.
It makes a whole lot of sense.
What he said,
You said he could shoot marbles.
No, there's a moral in that, I have a
behind
feeling.
me talking, fighters can't talk.
Man, listen, it was two kids, right?
2 kids.
2 girls, right?
Oh, 2.
And then it was him and myself. What happened?
Man, how you gonna match wits with me? I speak in colleges and universities. I just turned down a professorship at Oxford. Did you know I was also a professor at Oxford? Poetry, right? I barely got out of high school, and I have so much common sense until they offered me a professorship at the highest university in the world, right? And I didn't have time to take it. And you gonna sit up here and match wits with me? You out your mind.
You couldn't get Joe Frazier no box on this show and get an interesting subject like this. Nothing to talk about. How do you feel, champ?
I've been dreaming about this night.
Listen.
I've been wanting you so bad.
Oh, I got it. Hey, shut up, will you, for God's sake, both of you. Just hold it for a minute. I'm sick of this. God.
Don't be getting all bad, man. You can't get no praise in me.
This fella making all this noise is Howard Cosell.
I done made you famous enough. Everywhere I go, you follow me to get your name in the papers and on television.
This marvelous wristwatch. What were you frightened of? I wasn't going to hit you. Why did you move?
I mean, why would you jump over here?
I'm confident I can whoop all of them. This ain't nothing new. My image has been confident. What you trying to make it look like something new for? I'm always confident I can whoop all of them. You're being extremely truculent. Whatever succulent mean, if that's good, I'm there.
I always said, Muhammad, you're not the man you were 10 years ago, right?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna ask your wife, are you the man you was last year?
You'll get a...
We just don't get along no kind of way.
If I was out drinking coffee with a girlfriend, he'll write it for my wife to read it. He was sitting on the bar with Susie, and he gave Susie a kiss. I know his wife don't know that. She didn't until she read your article, fool.
Howard Cosell is a man of his profession, and he's tops in the business. And same with me and mine. And he's independent, I'm independent. He don't need me, and I don't need him. He speaks his piece, I speak mine. He respects me, I respect him. But I can't say he's my friend.
I'm not sure that there's anybody left, really, for you to fight.
You.
Good luck. I hope it's not an act. I hope you mean it.
If it's an act, just look at my record and see if there have the other fights been acts. Have they been acts?
Not so far.
Well, what makes you think I'm acting?
And with that final stage of the act...
Why is it that you and Howard Cosell can't get along? And my answer is we just don't get along.
All of the times together, I've enjoyed them. You're a very special man with a very special meaning.
Thank you.
To all of the American people.
Thank you.
I congratulate you. It's my honor. Your name is Muhammad Ali.
I love your show. I admire your style, but his pay is so cheap, I won't see you for a while. Goodbye.